Well, I don't have to look up what the date is. I know it's 420, which means you're supposed to like smoke up. What is it? Okay, what? I guess I could Google this, but I keep not doing it. It's like, okay, so 420, the time is when you're supposed to smoke up, and April 20th is the day you're supposed to smoke. What does this mean? Why is it 420? Does that, is like 4 and 20 like the chemical number of what marijuana is? Does anybody want to explain this? So this morning, I woke up at like 7 a.m. and I'm like, should I just get her to bed? But I didn't sleep well. I think I went to bed around midnight and I had to listen to 2 podcasts. And without my CPAP machine, I keep not being able to breathe at night. So then I basically just sat there thinking, should I go to sleep? What did I dream about? Oh, about like working at a school. Maybe I'll talk about that later. Anyway, so then I don't know. I guess I was in bed kind of till noon, and then my dad texted and said, "Hey, you're," because it's funny because I saw a phone. It said, Galaxy phone has joined the Google Home network. I'm like, oh, did my aunt come? But no, it was my sister that showed up. My dad texted and said, your sister's here for Scrabble and lunch. So, and then she messaged me. So I went upstairs. I told her I'm gonna have a shower. I texted her. I said I'm gonna have a shower, and then I'll come sit with you. And then I brought my computer and my laptop just to sit at the table with them while they played Scrabble. And then at the last turn, he won 272 to 268. But she was very, proud of her thing and took a picture of the score. It reminds me of when I played chess in the chess club in high school. I would go to the chess room all the time. And this guy, Gavriel State, who's like a brilliant computer guy. I think he's running his own computer company now or something. And I beat him once. And he's just like, I just wasn't paying attention or whatever. And he's probably right. I had no idea. Chess, I'm a brilliant genius, but chess is not, math and stuff is not my thing. Anyways, so then what did I do? That was it. She had a nap, and then basically I just sat on my computer and I just uploaded videos. And then they were driving my sister home, and then my dad was going to pick up my mom at the grocery store and then take some groceries to my aunt. And I thought, okay, well, this, I guess, is my opportunity now to do some voice acting, because they kept saying, have you done your book? And they were, so I hadn't done the book yet. So, and then I still didn't, because by the time I sat down to do it, boom, my mom was back and turned on the radio in the kitchen. I was like, ugh. So then my dad texted that dinner was in process. Okay, so just before that, earlier today, they were all in my case again. Like, are you getting the vaccine? Like, my dad's like, it's not just for you. We don't want you to bring it. We've had it, and we don't want you bringing it here. I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. But anyways, so I looked it up, and you can get it anyways, you get it on a list. So I got on the list. But I said I have some concern, because my dad's like, well, what's your concern? And I was like, well, I looked up AstraZeneca, that's now available to people over 40 in Ontario. And I said I hadn't heard of it. And I Googled it. I haven't heard of it because they don't offer it in the States. And in Europe, they've had some people blood clots. My dad's like, well, the odds are slim and stuff. But here's the thing. It's like, if you think you might get the virus, it's better to get the thing. But anyways, I'll do it. But I don't know. I don't like it. Anyways, what else is there? So then, so I went up, had dinner, and then they were like, who's the publisher of this Christian book you're doing? So I looked it up, and my mom's like, this is exciting. Like, they do lots of Christian books. So, maybe they'll have future work. So I'm like, yeah, okay. So I came downstairs, and I actually sat down and did it, because I only had to do one benediction as a test, which is one day. And there's one for each day. So that's going to be like 365. Oh, I am good at math. Each one is about 2 minutes long, and okay, well, you can do the math on that. And then, so while I was on a roll, I did an audition for, it was a commercial for an app. And then I did a training video for a large company, an actual paying gig. I figured, you know what, I'm under the blanket. I'll just crank that out. And that was it. Now I'm like, I guess I should get into bed. Oh, now I remember what I was going to talk to. So just before dinner, I saw that live they were going to announce the verdict in the Chauvin trial. So I watched that, actually. Normally I don't watch trials and stuff, but I thought, okay, this is history, so I'll watch the delivery of it. And then I watched it, and I filmed myself reacting. So like, oh boy. And then I watched a bit of Daily Wire, their sort of conservative panel discussing the findings. You can let me know if you want me to discuss this, or maybe we could discuss it on a live stream if you guys have thoughts, if you care or not. I also saw on Instagram that Mark Wahlberg's mom died, I guess yesterday, and so I looked up to see if he posted about it. Of course he did. And then I saw that his brother posted about it, and she was only 78. It made me sad. And then there was a picture today where Mark said, you know, we miss you, Grandma, and it was him and all his kids and a picture of Grandma and stuff. And it just made me realize, even Mark Wahlberg, who could, you know, be dating a million women, like settled down and had lots of kids. And actually, I got a message back from an ex-girlfriend that I dated in university who has 5 kids now. And I guess she saw an old message I sent her, and she said, hey, you know, who's this Jen girl? Like, I was thinking maybe you could reach out to all your exes, and, you know, maybe some of them are single now. Because she pointed out that she's like, she opened with, you know, you're always talking about how you know, you feel alone or whatever. And I said, I reached out to them last year. Like, everybody's married and kids and stuff. And I mentioned that the Jen's blocked me, and she's like, maybe she doesn't even realize she blocked you. I'm like, no, I'm sure she realizes she blocked me. Just because, you know, she's got a new life and everything. And she's like, well, you know, you're too old now to have kids, you know, but, you know, maybe you could find a woman and you know, or even having stepkids is nice. And I know couples that are happy without kids. And I said, yeah, it's very easy to have 5 kids and a husband and everything, and like and to tell people, oh, you can be happy without kids. And I said, you'll never know what it's like to be completely alone in the world. And she said, I wouldn't give up my crazy family for anything, but you know, but I know couples, whatever. So that was, I just started getting sort of mad in my head, and I'm like, I'm not going to fight with her. She means well, because she was saying that, you know, you're too old. It's not fair to the kids. Like, a 6-year-old has so much energy. You don't have the energy for that now. I mean, now it's like if I had a 6-year-old, it wouldn't be for like 8 or 9 years. God, I blew it. But I can't. I mean, I could just sit here and think about how I've messed this up, but I mean, there's no point. I'll just start spiraling again. And I know you guys want positive Josh. So anyways, that's it. I guess I'll just go to bed, and tomorrow I guess I'm on a roll. I'll keep doing voice stuff and keep cranking out the videos and try to do something to make, you know, all the potential that I have achieve some. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Have I taken my, no, I haven't even taken my melatonin yet. Can I tell you how good these are? Normally I like, well, last time I had the chocolate melatonin. They didn't have them any this time, but I've got the sweet, what are they, cherry. Okay, I just noticed something. I thought that was still recording, and I was saying, you know, these are so. I had the chocolate before, but now I have the cherry pomegranate, and I love them. I love them. They're like my girlfriend. And then I realized it cut off like half of that. So maybe a lot of these stories have been cutting off. Because I remember somebody, when I was walking under the bridge a couple of weeks ago, and I was talking about like I wasn't following a woman, but it looked like in my head I was like, maybe she thinks I'm following her, and somebody said that was funny, but it cut off. So maybe let me know if all of these things are getting cut off, like while I think I'm talking and you're missing chunks of stuff. I hate doing Instagram stories. Once I catch up on posting these and then go back and try to post the ones from the past 5 years, maybe I'll think of a new way to give you entertainment daily. I always say I should live stream every day and do an actual show like Philip DeFranco or something. Same crap every day. Sorry for being negative, but thanks for listening, whoever you are. Hey, Facebook. Just wanted to say goodnight. I just did my nightly summary in my Instagram story, and that gets shared to my Facebook page now, so you can follow me there if you want. Otherwise, maybe this is enough Josh for you today. I'm sure it's enough. Well, it's enough for me.